Hello everyone and welcome back to my 100% walkthrough for Wild Arms 2. Now, in the last episode we cleared out Golgotha Prison and we saved everybody here in helmets. If you haven't already, like we did in the previous episode, go ahead and check out all the shops, check out your PSS skills, top up on some items if you need them, your magic spells, whatever. Also, we're going to do a couple of things that I failed to do prior. The 2 strength apples that we picked up earlier, go ahead and give those to Brad so he hits a lot harder. And if you haven't done so already, if you took Mystic Word off of Lilka, go ahead and put it back on her so her magic spells do more damage. With that, let's go ahead and head on out. So if you remember in the last episode, it was mentioned that we need to find 2 gems. 2 power crystals, or whatever you want to call them, at 2 different locations. The first one we're going to do is Raline Observatory, so we're going to head to the live reflector. But before we go to the live reflector, there's actually something over here we can pick up. So if you head up here, I canceled that, but don't do that. Don't do that. You will reduce your luck stat. So just over there is Sylvan Castle, and south of it, southeast, you'll notice this little alcove area right here. If you search it, we get the duplicator. That item will become useful later on, but it's good to grab it now. All right, now let's head over to the live reflector. All right, so we want to use the control on the left here that has the black and yellow dragon head, Dragon's Vein. All right, there are 3 new monsters that spawn in this location. One of them tends to be a bit of a pain to find, but I think I found a sweet spot, so to say, on where they spawn. But there's also an item that we can collect here. It's just right over there off that ledge that you see directly in front of us across the water. So we're gonna go ahead, while we are getting the monsters here, we're gonna make our way around and go get that. Okay, so the RNG of the game decided to give me a big middle finger because I did a test run before recording this, and finding that monster specifically was a huge pain in my rear. But we got it, so now that just leaves 2 more monsters that we need to find, but they are a very common spawn. But right over here off of this ledge, you search and an item drops. Scapegoat. We've already covered what that does in a previous episode. Now, you'll notice that big green patch right there on the right. That's where we need to go. But before we actually get there, we need to make sure that we find the other two monsters in the area. So just kind of run around here till you find them. Oh, well, this makes it easier. So these are the last two monsters that we need, Berserker and Assassin Bug. The Berserker is not going to be a problem. However, the Assassin Bugs can be. They have an ability called Dead End. They target a single person and they launch Dead End at them. And if it hits, it's an instant KO. And as you can tell during my combat here, there are 3 of them and I have 3 party members. That could be a problem if every one of them launched it and it hit each one. But that's probably not going to happen, because it's just a chance for them to use the ability, and it also has a low chance to hit. But if you want to be safe, if you have an instance where I have 3 of them like this, just use multi-blast and see if you can take them all out in one hit. Even if you don't, that's okay. They are weak to ice. So this is completely optional. If you want, if you are very close to a level up, go ahead and grind out in this area to get it before going into the destination we are reaching. I am fairly close to level 17 with both Brad and Lilka, so I'm gonna go ahead and do that because the enemy that we're going to be fighting here shortly is level 17, and if you can match or even surpass the level of bosses that you're coming up on, it's just going to help you out that much more. So again, this is completely optional. You do not have to do this. I will still guide you through the next battle, but I'm going to do it, so I will be right back. Okay, both are now level 17, and as you can see, Ashley, or Zach, is basically where those two were when I started the grind. And I know what you're probably thinking, well, why don't you just keep going and get up higher levels? Well, for 2 reasons. Number 1, I don't need to at this point. And number 2, the experience here on average per battle is roughly between 2 to 264. And that's just a lot of grinding I don't feel like doing. Besides, we're about to get a huge experience boost here pretty shortly. So let's go ahead and head over to this green patch right here and search. And here is Raline Observatory, our destination. Now, before we continue on, I highly recommend that if you have not already, go ahead and top off your HP, check over any last minute things that you need before continuing on. Oh no! Help! Wow. Making something this suspicious is really quite a feat. Even so, acting like we didn't see it might not be so good. In this case, it's acting like we didn't hear it. Oh, my traveling friends, this treatment with no explanation. Hard. Who the heck are they? Human? Lizard? Or are they half and half, just as they seem? They fit together a little too well. It can't be. It can't be? Don't just stand there talking. Words have no real power after all. I can't move a hand, leg, or tail, or consciousness and fate are in a nosedive. I don't fully understand, but I won't sleep well if this keeps up. I'll give you the details after we save them. All right, this is Undines. And yes, all the research I did came up with that conclusion. Undines is actually not too bad, depending on your level. If you are slightly lower level than this, he can be a bit of a challenge, but since we literally match him in level, he's not going to be doing too much damage. He's got a few abilities to watch out for. First, he's got counterattack, which is pretty self-explanatory. He has a chance of attacking you after you attack him. Intifada, which is a strong physical attack on a single target. Reject All Fools, which reduces Lilka's magic effects and accuracy. Shocking Guinea, which cancels all parties' actions. And Hooky Bust, which is a very high damaging physical attack. Now, he does have a body part, the belly. When you take out the belly, he will stop using Intifada, and then he will start resorting to more heavily hitting attacks such as Hooky Bust. Luckily, we have his weakness. He is weak to both fire and lightning. Unfortunately, his belly is not. So just focus the belly for now with whatever you want and take it out. Oh, and also don't forget, use your lucky card. The belly is down. So just keep doing what you're doing and make sure you only use fire or lightning with Lilka's magic attacks. And he should go down in no time. Well, that's not good. So it is very important to note, which I should have mentioned this at the start of the battle. Undines is actually very, very fast. Like, very fast. Now, if you have a situation like this, I highly recommend that you use Ashley's accelerator to have a guaranteed first action. And if somebody falls, it's highly recommended to get them revived before finishing the fight so that they actually get the benefits of the experience. And just so he doesn't take her out again, I'm going to go ahead and use a big accelerator, big barrier on her, and have Brad do bazooka. And I'm just going to have her block. She can't do any spells with 0 FP. Phew, phew. For a joke, it sure came close to death on the job. Okay, let's get going. Ah, a hero's adventure is about to start here and now. It's dangerous, so you all need to take cover. Thanks for asking. What? I am Liz, and this is my assistant. Ard. Hey, it's Ard. You're kidding. You understand what he's saying? We've known each other a long time, but not after just 2 or 3 malts. No? Ard. What are you guys doing here? As you can see, we are kind-hearted children of science. No matter how I look. I don't see that, but please continue. This is a volcanic region. The energy that continually spouts out to the earth is perfect for an excursion in peacetime. This is a scientist's ambition. It can't be stopped until it's fulfilled. Such honorable intentions. We don't understand. And so... Don't leave me here! How about having a party to boost morale? The alternating events of joy and sorrow will taint future developments. I understand. Let's work together here at the Observatory. Just don't hold us back. Wow, what a delight! Not holding one back is my one specialty. I was born for this day. Ard. At the very least, I'd expect 3 kowtows, but we do live justly. As a resourceful general, let's get to the gate. After that... So Liz and Ard has joined us, but they are not members of the party. And yes, you notice the little pun there, Liz and Ard. Lizard. All right, let's go ahead and continue on. This lever is... I can see it. Don't talk so loudly, it echoes. So essentially, the lever on the other side needs to be moved. A vision flashed on my lids of me pushing the lever like a bee and dancing like a butterfly. All for wanting the title of Shooting King. Ha ha ha! Do you have a plan? With the scientific endorsements, we've got more than we can handle. But isn't that what anyone with unusual characteristics hopes for? It's just like the selfish expectations transfer students harbor. I don't care what it is, just hurry up. Being impatient is a waste of energy. Be that as it may, the Shooting King's background has no close relationships. Let's go, Ard, the Friendship Cross. Ard. Oh, memories are invading like an air raid. The ever-changing panorama. We're in for it. Punch-drunk monumentalism. Punch-drunk momentalism? Punch-drunk momentalism. You okay, Shooting King? A homing instinct brought me back from a secret flower garden. What a healthy spirit comes from a healthy body is an old joke indeed. The wall is moving. It looks like the trap has been reset. Really though, nothing's been resolved. What will we do? Only a novice would become unhinged by such an historical emergency. So, do you have a plan? How I've waited for those words. It's easy, just run through before the wall shuts. Sounds just like an antelope. Ard, Ard. When you guys do it, it looks like a collar lizard. Oh, never mind. It looks like it's worth trying. Ard! Ah, what a tragedy! I will assist even at the risk of my life. Let's go, samurai! Rah, rah, freedom, freedom! What the heck are you doing? Are you only going to cheer? We better do something ourselves. All right, so you'll notice over on the left, there's a statue that's different from the other three. Grab it and pull it. Ard, 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 ard. Ard is saying thanks. That's awfully short. Are you translating correctly? And while your buddy's in a crisis situation, you're doing a silly dance prayer. A dance prayer. How manic. That's not a dance prayer. It does promise satisfaction. It's very popular in the Arguda region. Let's go. Don't dilly-dally. But as a practical problem, isn't not letting an intellectual speak the same as a death sentence? All right, now that that fun's out of the way, so you'll notice there are two doors. We're gonna go ahead and go to the one on the left. Beretta. That is for Lilka. Go ahead and equip it. Now, there's no need to go all the way back because the door that we decided to not go through actually comes out right here. So just drop down. Another lever. And it's this kind again. Why do you stare at me? Such intensity is hard to ignore. After all, it's just one body. Since you're a scientist, I wonder if you could do something. Something scientific that's... I understand. Let's fly. Everyone's scientific hopes makes me strong. There's a fine line between fantasy and reality. And fly. It's not even witty, much less scientific. Let's go, Ard. The Friendship Cross. Dizzy lazy. Let's get going. Hey, Zach. He's staring at us. Don't meet his gaze. You won't petrify, but judging from previous experiences, you might lose consciousness. Don't leave me behind! It is I, the one who loved you all! Sorry, let me go get help. You promise? That's a promise, right? Alright, so we gotta save the lizard. So here's a save crystal if you need it, but just keep on going. Chest here, teleport gem. Now, we have to make a bridge. Doesn't matter which one you choose, just go ahead and drag the block over and then push it in place. And then go up and then make your way around. All right, so here we can go one of two ways. We're gonna go ahead and head downstairs because we gotta save Liz. And then same as before, we have to build a bridge. So allow me to show you how to do this because believe it or not, it's actually fairly easy to goof. So go ahead, pull this first one out here and then push it all the way up against the wall. And drag this one out here. Push it down, oh, push it down. Pull it one time and then work your way around and push it in. You're late. You're so late, I was about to lay a hand on this poetry anthology I've kept hidden. I don't care if it's poetry or the Emperor of Death. I'm in a hurry. It's as if you're casting me aside, or are you just mocking me? All right, so let's retrace our steps all the way back. By the way, there are 3 monsters here that we can get, that we actually need to get. But don't worry, we'll get to them before we actually finish here. All right, so you'll notice the path is blocked, but there is a big face sculpture in the wall here. Wow, I wonder why. Did something happen? Wow, there's a lot they don't teach at school. Just give a short explanation. In the back of the mouth, in fact, pretty far back, there is a switch. Just imagining the switch in the hand intercepted by the block makes me quiver. I can't reach it. So sorry. What is it this time? This is terrible. I just came up with a brilliant idea. I hate to interrupt your glee, but if you have a solution, tell me. Oh, it's easy, really. If we use our graceful tails and stay flexible, the rest is easy. Please. I hate saying this after asking for help, but please, don't make things worse. Remember that gentleness is one of our talents after kindness. I'm leaving it up to you, Ard. Time to show your power. Ard. Your partner seems to be complaining about something. It seems if you take calcium before bed, the absorption is best. No one fusses like lizards. Look at you, at your age, crying and complaining. In public like that, there's no need for it. At any rate, it seems his tail got caught in the switch. How do you propose we proceed? We could just let him die. That's one possibility. I mean, the guy has lived long enough already. That's instigation of murder. Don't drag us into your crazy plans. Let's just hurry and save him. Yeah, not long ago, you would have deserted me, a #1 scientist. I mean, Liz is not completely wrong. Ashley did, kind of, yeah. So just switch to Brad and go behind the statue wall here and give it a kick. Ard. He's very grateful for the rescue. Now this is top-notch human drama unfolding. It seems like one problem turns into 10 problems, which turns into 20 problems. How do you manage to stir up so much trouble? It's trouble like a bamboo shoot sprouting up everywhere. Or is it trouble like a snowball growing bigger and bigger? Look, a lever at a place like that. There is a lever. Might there be another scramble request for me? You're not a part of the battle, so it's the least you can do. Besides, good players anticipate their turn and perform with perfection, scientifically speaking. Ha! Science. Science is unavoidable as a 2-bit scientist. Ready for the opening of the show of world wonders. Are you watching? The goal of science is to give people hopes and dreams. I think I'm staring at the dangers that go with scientific progress. Don't call it science, it's really just a combination of many skills. All right. Just switch the lever on. What an ominous sound. Wow, teleport! He disappeared. Seems like he was born under an accident-prone star. All right, so you... Oh. All right, as I was saying, you'll notice that treasure chest right over here. So we're going to drop down and grab it. Bolt action acquired. The bolt action is a bayonet cartridge for use of Zack. Using this item adds new ammunition to the bayonet. It'll attack the enemy with a combination of slicing and shooting. So, of course, we have to go into our items list, select bolt action, and use it on Ashley, who now has learned bolt action. Shoot/combo attack for a single target. Alright, now we gotta make our way all the way back around and then go through the door on the other side. Alright, that's 2 monsters in here now, just 1 to go. Alright, we found Liz. Another lever. Even if you're faking it, how about noticing the lizard first? That's true, but isn't it strange? If there was a pattern, wouldn't he say something unnecessary? Hey! Hey! Isn't that risky? Why does that guy, even when he's quiet, make me uneasy? Alright, so we need to get his attention. And you can do this one of 2 ways. You can either use Ashley's hurl knife or Lilka's fire rod. I prefer to do the fire rod because I think it's a little bit funnier. Kaboom! Wow, I'm putting my fate in the hands of this warship. Excuse me? Shock treatment isn't terribly soothing. I'm someone who only needs to be told to get it. No need to have the experience. I'm glad you're doing so well. It's such a relief. Of course. At my death, I hypnotized myself. I can't die now, I said, and look at the result. It's sure grand to be alive. I don't care about your joy for a living. Just get the lever. Why do I get treated so rudely? Judgment Day is just around the corner. You'll get yours then. Alright, so this is the final room. When you go up the stairs here, you will actually be drug into a short cutscene and a boss fight. But before that, we still have 1 more monster to track. So go ahead and go to the hall before here and just run back and forth until you come across the last monster that we are looking for. All right, go ahead and top up everybody's health if you need to. And go ahead and head back in and then head up those stairs that we saw earlier. Germatron. These are the Germatron crystals Andrew told us about. Yes, indeed. This is the Germatron I've been searching for. The mail order ones from magazines don't begin to compare. These are superb, full of magical powers. Andrew seems to be trying to use the stones to move something. As long as I have Germatron, I can easily make a huge monster. That's what I do. What is it? You don't look pleased. It doesn't suit you? That reminds me. Why'd you come here? Me? Why else would I be here? The Germatron, silly. You can't say you didn't know. It's the same for us. The Germatron. What did you say? My plans to use the Germatron at the research lab are ruined. I was to make a grand war monster. So that's it. Of course. The problem started when I brought Undines here for an experiment. He started acting wild. You guys saved me from near death, so I owe you. But the Germatron? Never. Or else I'd be pursued by dangerous men. This is proof of my loyalty to Odessa. Wow, isn't this like a secret disclosure? There's a traitor among you. It's you. You! Maybe, just maybe, I thought that really it might be. Wow, how's that? It's a move too good to waste for when no one's around, but this might not be the time. All right, the fated battle between us and Liz and Ard. Now, as goofy as it's gonna be, there's really no strategy needed for these guys. You see, Liz has attacks that is actually gonna be helping us take them out. However, I would highly recommend to focus Ard first because he hits like a Mack truck. So go ahead and focus Ard, and you'll see what I mean when I say Liz is gonna help us take them out. Yes, he poisons Ard. It raises his strength, but it also poisons him. But that's not all. Just keep going. Yeah, he has explosions that hits everyone, including themselves. So yeah, this is gonna be a fairly easy fight. Just continue focusing Ard. Once he's down, then focus down Liz. If Ashley hits 100 FP, it is completely optional if you want to use access and switch to the Night Blizzard form. I won't be doing it simply because I love this music. It's so goofy and catchy. but make sure that you keep everyone's health topped up and you should be fine. If it gets to the point where the whole party needs healing, remember Lilka has Mystic. Just combine that with Heal Berry or Big Berry depending on how much healing you need to have done. But yeah, just focus down Ard, then Liz, and have fun. You fiend! If only I had finished the bulk of Gadon. Wow, he got up. Whoa! Sorry to have troubled you. We're gonna say adios here now that everything's messed up. But we're not running away. Any historian would declare this as a brave withdrawal. Enjoy the continuation of your grand adventure. Let's go, Ard. Ard, 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 Ard. So they're also Odessa. It's hard to hold them in contempt. Really? I mean, they've got guys like that in their organization? They've got so much money, it's frightening. All right, so they were nice enough to put us right outside once we finished here. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna use that teleport gem that we picked up inside the Raline Observatory, and we're gonna go to the town of Maria. Now, while you are here, go ahead and do what you need to do as far as the shops go. We've leveled up quite a bit, so we're gonna go ahead and check our PSS. And Ashley has enough. We get our final 3rd point in up magic defense. The next thing that we're gonna be focusing with Ashley is up physical attack. This will allow him to hit a lot harder. And then the same thing with Brad. And Lilka has enough points to get her 2nd point in up physical defend. Like I mentioned before, unfortunately, the magic users will be following a little bit behind as far as the defensive passives go, but the physical attackers will be getting slowed down by the physical attack upgrade as well. So they kind of even out after a while. Go ahead and restore any ammo that you might have spent. We haven't picked up any new crests, so we don't have to worry about that. So just go ahead and talk to this NPC here in the middle of town and save your game. Go ahead and save, and that's going to do it for this episode. If you enjoyed this, if the guide is helping you out, or if you're just enjoying the Let's Play, be sure to leave a like and a comment. Let me know what your thoughts are, and if you're new, please consider subscribing if you'd like to continue on watching this journey with us. I'm going to head out for now. In the next episode, we're going to go get the second stone that we were sent to get out of the town of Hulst. So be looking forward to that. Until then, my name is Mike. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care.